Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well today. We're moving into our second week, moving forward and getting into our first real busy week. Okay, most of you, if not all of you, have been doing well, working on Chapter 5 homework, working through the video notes, getting everything ready to go, moving forward. Some of you are pretty far ahead too. Some of you are close to being done with Chapter 5 homework, which is great. So I wanted to point out this week what's going on this week, what you need to be working on, what's due, all that, because this is our first big week. Last week was kind of the, getting into the groove, the intro, getting signed up for my math lab, starting working on some things. This week, you really got to buckle down and make sure you're working on the assignments that are due, okay? So if you go up to the pacing guide, I have the pacing guide way back up here at the top in the calendar. I have it pulled up. And you'll notice today is the 11th, and you should have already been working on this homework. If you haven't, some of you haven't, you really need to get in there and get started, get caught back up. So this week, though, you'll be finishing up Chapter 5, working through the video notes, finishing those off, working on the homework. And today also you need to go back and look and see, okay, well, if you're on track, if you're on to 5.3 homework, then later today you should be going back and saying, okay, well, how did I do on 5.1? Go into the study plan and look and see how many points or how many mastery points I have for that. If you've got most of them, just move on and wait until later on to do the later chapters, because a lot of times you can make up some of those mastery points for the study plan and some of the later homework assignments. Remember, you have to hit a certain number of mastery points on the study plan to be able to take the chapter test, okay? But most of the time, if you've done all the homework, you're pretty close, if not right there, if not completed all the mastery points. So again, just kind of hang out and look. If you struggled with 5.1 or if you struggled with 5.3 or something like that, then I would say go back and do the mastery points in 5.3 in the study plan and just complete all those. Just also to just have an extra review before you take the test, okay? So a lot of things are going on. A lot of things are due this week. So we really need to get in, get started early, be working on everything, get ahead. So the actual homework for the chapter, I remember I have it underneath here. So you go to lesson plan and actually look and check all these off. I can't do it on mine because I'm not in the student. I'm in the instructor thing right now. But it keeps you up to date with where you're at and what you should be have worked on or are working on, and how far you have, so you can keep up with everything here. But the homework itself is due the 16th, which is Saturday, right? Let me make sure on that. Yep. Saturday at midnight. So this coming Saturday, all 6 sections are due. Remember, I will keep it open to where all of them are due at one time. That way you have your times to work on it, whether it's the beginning of the week, end of the week, over the weekend, that kind of thing. And make sure you get those done. So you have that due at the end of the week. Okay. Also, the first discussion's open. I'm going in to make sure it's open and ready to go. It's a quick single post forum where you're, and if you click on here, I'll show it to you real quick. You'll go in, you'll add a new discussion, and it'll be a discussion on what is your major and pathway. If you're undecided, put the interest, or if you're undeclared, that's okay too. Most of, if not all of y'all, are transfer students, and you're somewhat into your college career already, so you should have kind of an idea of what you maybe want to do. So you put down your major or what you're thinking about going into, that kind of thing. And then the second question is, how could you use trigonometry within your major, pathway, or in real life? Now, the or in real life thing is for those students that are putting undeclared or just a basic interest for your major. If you put down a specific major, I want you to do some research and kind of dig deeper into how could you maybe use some trigonometry in there, okay? All it fails, if it's the end of the week and you still can't find something, just go back and put a real life example. That's okay too. But if you can't find something, you probably aren't really digging deep enough, or you might hit one of those kind of, there might be one or two kind of ideas or majors out there that might not be able to use it. But I think everybody should be able to. Okay. So that'll be due on Friday. And I made it due. I remember that one's due at 11:55 just because it's a Moodle assignment. So we do this Friday at 11:55. Go ahead and jump in there and do that today or tomorrow. Just go ahead and get it done. I mean, it shouldn't take too long. And then also after Friday, go back in and take a look at each other, all the other students in there. This one, I don't have a respond discussion. This is just kind of a warm you up to discussions, get you thrown in, have you do something. In the later discussions, what we'll do is I'll have you post something and then go back and look at other students and actually post something about what they've posted. Okay. So after Friday or around Friday, go back in and see what everybody else is posting, kind of get an idea who else is in the class. You might find somebody that's doing the same thing you are. You might have some weird, obscure degree. You might be going for architecture or something like that. And there might be another person in here that's also doing that. And so maybe you can get to know somebody that's going to the same school with you, doing the same pathway and taking the same class as you, which is really nice. Okay. So discussions due Friday, homework's due Saturday, and really you need to get the study plan done by Sunday, if not before Sunday. And remember, that's based off the homework. Remember, the study plan has to be done before you could take the test, okay? And then the test, you'll take it on Sunday and Monday, the 17th and 18th. And you'll have those 2 attempts, 3 hours apiece. And I'll send out another video about that. I'll probably send out another video about just the chapter test. Just kind of remind you what you need to go over and all that, okay? But beyond that, we're into a normal week this week. First week was kind of, again, like I said before, it's kind of a weird week. It's just intro, getting used to everything. This week, though, we're buckling down. We're doing our work, okay? Every day, remember I've told you before, one of the other videos, just every day set aside some time, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever, to do some work. And if you're doing that, you're going to stay on track. It's when you're not doing your homework. It's not when you're kind of procrastinating to get stuff done, waiting until just taking just 1 or 2 days each week just to do all your work. That's either when you're not going to get it all done or you're not going to get it done to where you're actually learning something. If you're rushing through all this stuff, if you're using supplemental software to try to just get all the answers, it's going to show. I'm going to see it in the first test. And I'm going to bring in and we're going to talk about it and try to figure out what to do for it, okay? But if you take the time, watch the videos, take the notes, ask questions, get the homework done, you'll be fine, okay? Now, some of you have asked questions about homework. I've sent back responses. If I send back a response, please say thank you or that wasn't helpful, okay? I mean, it's a small request, but, if I get a question and I answer it and I send you back an email and I don't hear anything from you, it's not that I think it's rude or anything. It's that I don't know if I've helped you or not. And I keep that email in my email box and it's just sitting there, and I'm just sitting there thinking, well, do I need to send another email, more explanations, that kind of thing. And don't be afraid to say that didn't help me, okay? So if you send me a question saying I don't know how to start this problem, and I type in the response, send it back to you, and it does not help you get started, just send me an email back saying that wasn't enough. I need something else. Okay, I'm not going to penalize you for asking, so saying that wasn't good enough. Okay, that's fine. I need to know that. That way I can help you. My goal is not to do the work for you. So therefore, whenever I answer a question, I'm not trying to minimize, but I'm not trying to give the minimal, but I'm trying to minimize the amount of help I'll give you that can help lead you into figuring out how to do the problem. In other words, I'm trying to give you just enough to push you forward, push you over that little ledge you're stuck on, trying to figure out how to get to the next step. So if I don't give you enough, if I don't give you the right thing, or I don't word it right, or I don't give you a good enough example or something like that, please just send me an email back. And even if I do, if it works out great, quick, thank you, that's all I need. So I could take my email and I'll push it aside. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't want to worry about not giving you enough information. Okay. So quickly respond to the emails. Tell me yes, thank you, or I need more. Now to be great, and I can help you more with that. Okay. Other than that, make sure like I was saying, buckle down. Set your schedule. I have the pacing guide here. And that's something, if you kind of struggle with scheduling or you struggle with procrastinating, just go ahead and use this pacing guide. Just take it as it is. Each day, look at it. So today I should go in and you should work on 5.4 video notes. and finish up 5.3 homework. And tomorrow you should go in, finish up 5.4 video notes, start working on the 5.4 homework, work on that. And then around that same time, looking at the study plan and think about the discussion. Okay, just follow the study plan. Stay on that if you struggle with procrastinating. Okay. All in all, though, if you have any questions, you have any concerns, please just send me an email. I'll be checking them, like I always do, and I'll try to stay on top of them as quick as I can. So, the sooner you send me an email, the sooner I get back to you, the sooner you can get help. Okay. So any questions, just send them to me. And if I don't hear from you, I guess I'll talk with you soon.